Hello guys, wanted to show off two new systems today on the HyperSpiN drive. This will be on the 8 terabyte drive, by the way. The two systems are 3D NES or 3D Nintendo, the OG Nintendo, and also PlayStation Japan. So we got a lot of PlayStation 1 import games. Really hard to find stuff. I'm gonna go through 3D Nintendo, show you guys how it looks. I have everything set up, intros. Here's the intro video. I have art, snaps, art of the actual cartridges, and I'll go in just a second, show you guys, to show you the intro here for a minute. Alright, so I do have one of my buddies in a private Facebook group, a HyperSpiN group, that provides very difficult to find content for HyperSpiN. So let's say you wanted to create your own HyperSpiN drive, which is definitely possible. It would just be very difficult to find a lot of the stuff that I show you, because this stuff is created from like private groups and things like that. So alright, let's go ahead and go in. This is 3D NES. This is using a really cool emulator. It's called 3DSen, and what that does is it actually launches the Nintendo game as normal, but then the software basically 3D-fives everything. It turns a 2D into 3D. As you can see here, I'll run through a few games. I don't believe every Nintendo game ever released is supported, but there are a few hundred at least. And you can see, if you look at the video, you'll see, I'm not sure if you guys played the original version, but you'll see 3D in the videos here, like right here. Look at the edges. It's really cool. Alright, and alright, there we go. So as you can see, lots of games here, a few hundred at least, that are supported. And of course, the developer of the emulator, he's always working on the emulator, always updating. So pretty soon every Nintendo game will be supported, but lots here, as you can see. So that's 3D NES using 3DSen. I'm going to show you guys just the image again. I think some of those videos may not have been showing the actual 3D version, so I'm going to show you guys the video right here. That is 3D. Okay. As you can see, Super Mario, it's insane. Everything's 3D. So that's 3D NES. I'm going to go to PlayStation Japan. Really, it's PlayStation Asia, but to simplify things, I'll call it Japan, because that's what I have it labeled as in HyperSpiN, PlayStation Japan. This video, this intro video I have here is a placeholder. I'm going to be replacing it because I don't feel like it's Asian enough. It's not showing a lot of Asian games or imports. So if you were to buy a drive, you will probably see a different intro. I'm going to change that very soon, actually. But PlayStation Asia, I've been collecting the games for a few years. Very hard to find games. I also looked up a lot of reviews on some of these games to try to figure out what were the best imports, and not just fill the drive with a bunch of random games that make no sense at all, or are just bad games. You know, I looked up games with higher ratings. You're gonna have a lot of good games on here, a lot of hard to find stuff. A lot of multi-region stuff as well, like Dino Crisis. Like we all know, Dino Crisis came out in America, came out in different territories, PAL, JP, America, all of that. But there are slight differences between the JP version of Dino Crisis and your normal American version that you guys are used to. So, you know, you can look up online what they are. I'm not going to go through all the differences here, but there are differences in the games, other than the actual language, like things like loading times, things like that, that change on a game-by-game basis. So that would be a good reason as to why someone would want to play the JP version over the NA version. You know, growing up myself, I had a few friends that were really into imports. I had a friend that was really good at modding PlayStations and modding all the consoles, so I played a few imports growing up. So I love import games, and that's why I always wanted to add PlayStation JP. The problem was I couldn't actually find the art or videos. I would have actually had to make everything by hand. So one of my buddies hooked me up and gave me everything I needed. Well, some of the actual, if you look to the left, you'll see the jewel case. Like this is Suikoden 2. If you look to the left, you'll see the jewel case or of the actual box art. That stuff I did collect, but the actual background image, one of my buddies did that, and the actual theme itself, one of my friends did that. So I, thank him a lot. But yeah, this is not stuff you're gonna find everywhere. Lots of hard to find stuff. I got a few hundred games, a few hundred import games here. If you love imports, if you love Japanese games, send me a message. Ask questions in the comments. I'll try to get back to you guys on as to how you guys can get a drive. Okay. All right, guys. I'm just gonna go through the list here real quick. I'm having a problem with my video recording software where when I launch a game, the video recorder kind of freezes. I'm still working on that, so I won't actually launch any games right now. Rest assured, every game is working, and I have went through everything to confirm using the RetroArch emulator, by the way. Alright, so I'm just going to go through everything here. Every video has in the upper left, every game has video in the upper left, and also the jewel case on the bottom left. And you have the spinning CD in the middle. I love the theme. It's an amazing theme. A lot of work done. Alright, guys. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. Just wanted to show 3D NES and also PlayStation JP, Japan. If you guys have any questions, please ask me questions in the comments. I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. Alright, have a good day. Bye-bye.